Manifestation is instant. There you go. That's all you need to know about manifestation. It is instant, and that's it. That's all you need to know. End of video. No, it's Friday. Obviously, I've got that feeling. But listen, manifestation is 100% instant. This is not clickbait. But I will say that the way that the concept around instant manifestation, the way that it's taught, does more harm than good. And for those of you who are intelligent enough, brave enough to stay through this video, stay with me on this, and to actually grasp what I'm teaching you, I promise you it's going to be a game changer in your world. For many of you, you wonder how I managed to manifest the things that I do with what seems to be a calm state of mind, always an effortless state of flow. Trust me, it's not just down to the years of experience that I've got, but really it's down to this concept and this understanding. It gave me so much peace and comfort, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to break it down with you, okay? Because when you understand it's instant and you understand how it's instant, it takes a weight off your shoulders. Now, I get it that many of you are going to be thinking, wait a minute. Athena, you always talk about the bridge of instance. What about that? Doesn't that imply a delay? And this is where many of us get tripped up and lost in the paradox of our own making. But in order to see and to understand why manifestation is actually instant, we must firstly understand what the hell manifestation is. I know that seems ridiculous, right? Because many of you come here to this community feeling like you understand what it means. But when I speak to a lot of people, I'd say 90% of people don't truly actually know what manifestation is about. You see, clickbait will tell you that it's about getting something, will tell you about it's measured by the time that it takes until its arrival. But wisdom is understanding that manifestation is that in this embodiment, the eternal now of being, your I amness, you understand that your desire is not coming. Nothing is coming to you, but it's simply becoming visible as your perception aligns with its already present truth. So that's what you're doing, aligning with your already present truth, which means that your perception opens up to everything that is already there in front of you. You're making the unseen seen. You've all heard this before. Now, actually, a really amazing, great illusion of manifestation is the idea that it's a future event that's going to be achieved through external efforts. But the truth of the matter is manifestation is immediate and it's instant, because it's the unfolding of your present inner reality in this physical world. It's happening right now. What you are now, your world is also now. So we must stop chasing a future that doesn't exist and learn to command the present that is eternally ours. You see, the future is not ahead of you like many people think. It's waiting inside of you, and that is why your manifestation is instant. That's why it's all now. So I'm going to go into this in more detail and depth, and I'm going to share everything I can with you, because you guys who have followed me for a while, you know I've spent over 2 decades immersed in the depths of understanding these mystic teachings, as well as my curiosity in neuroscience, quantum physics, subconscious reprogramming, and hypnotic architecture. My work is mainly to dismantle these perceived blocks between your deepest intention and its inevitable manifesting as the physical. So if you stay with me through this, you're gonna totally understand why this whole concept of nothing is happening, there's no movement, why that is the biggest, most disempowering lie and illusion in the manifestation space to date. Many of us have been conditioned to seek the proof that is out there, and when your desire doesn't magically appear within 24 hours fully formed, then suddenly we've got seeds of doubt sprouting here and there. But what many people will never tell you, and that's often because they simply don't understand this profound truth themselves, is that manifestation isn't delayed. And I know often we'll refer to the mirror of life, the 3D, as a delayed mirror, but at the truest essence of it all, it's not delayed, but it's simply disguised by its very process of its unfolding. You see, it's not delayed, it's disguised by the very process of its unfolding. Think of that, write that down if you must, because this is the thing with how things unfold. It looks suspiciously like a series of just like minor inconveniences sometimes. Sometimes it looks like a few moments of the opposite happening where you're just like, are you kidding me? Why is this, how does this make sense? Sprinkle in a little bit of the occasional existential crisis as well. That can look like your bridge unfolding too. So right before everything slots into place, these things can occur. That doesn't mean to say that everything is not working for you, is not happening for you, is not now. So in this video, I'm going to dismantle that whole illusion piece by piece. I'm going to break it up into 3 sort of segments, and we're going to explore exactly what is meant by how manifestation is an immediate reality. We're going to explore how when you change yourself, your whole world and people in it change, and how the path itself unfolds in that very moment, at that very heartbeat. So if you're ready to grasp all of this and you're truly dedicated to your learning, then all of you are destined for success, and you're in the right place at the right time. Those of you subscribed to this channel all know you are destined for success. That is the intention I have shoved here in this group, in our tribe. And I'm going to make sure that all of you get success. And that's why I feel so compelled to make these deep dive videos with you that essentially give you everything that you need. There's no paywall. Everything is gifted to you here, guys, because I want so much to see you succeed. It's important because I'm fed up of seeing all of you suffering, stuck in this loop of doing techniques and tethered to your circumstances, believing that nothing is happening, because you've missed this fundamental truth of instantaneous manifesting. So grab yourself a notebook, or even better, use the comment section here to share with me your thoughts and experience, to write down your favorite little tidbits of information, because I'm going to be throwing a load of juicy gems at you in this video. And this, I promise you, this is going to change so much for you, because it has brought me so much comfort in this journey as well. And I share this kind of information with my clients all the time. That's why so many of you guys achieve such rapid, profound successes. And for such a small community, we do get a really high percentage of success because I don't hold anything back with you guys. So sit back, relax, you're in good hands. Grab yourself a hot or cold drink and let's begin, shall we? And here's to my Disney fans out there. So let's start with the first facet of all of this, being reborn. Let's understand where this true instant manifesting power, where does it actually lie? And it begins with the most fundamental yet often overlooked miracle. And that is that the moment that your intention is set, the moment that you decide with full force, the full force and passion of your being, you know, if any of you have been in that situation, we all have, I'm sure. You're so frustrated with your current circumstances, you've had enough. And you're like, you know what, that's it. Right, no, I'm losing weight, or I'm giving up smoking, or you know what, that's the last time I'm going to let a guy or a girl treat me in that way. Now, when you do that, when you shift your identity, reality moves instantly to match it. And it's instant on the energetic and the quantum levels. At that moment when you've made that decision, a new pattern is established. You are different. Your internal state, your identity, your core beliefs about what's real, what you feel is possible for you, that transforms right in the here and now. It's not something that's a gradual thing. It's not something that is a becoming. Think of it as instantaneous. As soon as I've made that switch, as soon as I stepped into that imaginal act, I'm actually physically having that experience right now, hormonically. Hormonically? I always make up words, don't I? Hormonally, chemically. It's all happening right now. Your body believes it's happening right now. You are no longer the person who is wanting it anymore. In that moment of engaging in that hypnosis or that imaginal act or that scripting, whatever it is that helps you to just step into that and feel that, you've gone from the person who wants it to the person who has it, is being it. And that's the foundational magic. So the proof that a lot of you are so trained to look for externally, you must realize that it only fully crystallizes in your physical reality for the version of you who stopped needing that external validation. And the reason it happens like that is because you've cultivated that internal knowing. The desperation that has been clouding your ability to see that everything is working out for you, that cloud suddenly dissipates and everything becomes clear. You've there and then made the unseen seen. This is the essence of what I teach. This is the essence of my work when I do one-to-ones with you guys. It's that hypnotic influence of the self where we go from, I hope I will get it, or that would be nice, to, well, what would it actually be? Let me just step into that. Let me own that calm, sovereign sort of knowing. I have already shifted. I am that now. And we see the world as simply something that is unfolding before our very eyes. That's why you don't feel like you're waiting, because you're on the journey of it already and you feel that in your heart. Remember, you've got to have the heart and mind sort of coherence in all of this. So I know that it's very commonplace in this community to be told about instant manifestation as though if you do the right technique, if you buy the course, if you take part in this hack, you're going to get this within 24 hours. Or it's just going to poof, magic, out of thin air, right? And then, of course, for many people, the high majority that doesn't happen to, that don't experience their manifestation immediately in that way, they then get blamed. And tell me if you've been amongst that crowd of people that have been blamed, that have been told, oh yeah, well, it didn't happen for you in 24 hours. It's because you weren't working hard enough on it. You didn't vibrate enough. You didn't chant the right mantra whilst facing northeast during the lunar eclipse. You know what I mean? And it becomes this cyclical process of frustration and blame, when in fact, you should all be aware that the absolute truth is that manifestation at the core of it is fundamentally instant. Yes, it is. But that abracadabra arrival of the fully formed thing from out of nowhere is not really what it's all about. You see, the instantaneous shift is what there and then in that moment alters your trajectory. It's like I'm facing this way and I'm going down the path of failure and not getting what I want, but I shift my state. It's like I've changed the direction, I've changed the trajectory, and immediately I'm on that bridge of success. So it's all instant. It's instant because it's already done within you. It's instant because everything exists now and you're just accessing it. It's instant in that moment that the new you is born. That seed has been planted and it's instantly germinating right now, even as I speak and I share this with you. But this profound internal shift, this rebirth of you, and this is important to understand, it doesn't just happen in a vacuum. Its most immediate effects echoes outwards. But it doesn't initially work to change this outer world. What it does is that it changes your perception first, which then changes that outer world. So you understand this now, right? And every time I change my state, immediately my perception shifts. To change from seeing what I'm currently seeing now, I change the position from where I'm seeing it. If I'm looking this way, I'm now looking this way. Does that make sense? So what you're going to notice is that when you change, immediately in that moment, situations appear different. Immediately in that moment, others respond to you differently. So you can see that changes now because you're looking through life with this entirely new lens, new eyes, through the eyes of the version of you who has already adopted and accepted this desire, this new truth. Even before the outer physical world has fully confirmed it, that's already my truth. I don't even need the outer world confirmation to tell me that is true. Ergo, I'm looking at life quite differently, and things that I missed before, I'm now seeing instantly. Do you get it now? I'm going to share like a little client sort of case study and situation. I know that many of my clients come to me, many of you guys wanting to manifest a specific person. I deal with other things as well. And like I said, a lot of you are incredible and achieving amazing things. But this one particular client, and I know that quite a few of my clients are going to be watching this thinking, is she talking about me? Because literally this is the commonplace problem right now, is that she came to me, first of all, actually, she was really frustrated. She was saying that she does not like the version of SP that she has experienced. She doesn't like this version of him. He's not doing things right. He didn't make the effort for her. He didn't chase her. Now they're in no contact. She doesn't want to reach out. I'm not going to reach out first. He's going to reach out to me. And I understand that mentality, although her saying that didn't come from a position of power. He's going to reach out to me. It came from a position of fear. He's going to reach out to me because I need that validation. So anyway, because she was in such a state of fear, it made her feel angry because she had suddenly revealed the version of him that wasn't interested, that wasn't making an effort, that wasn't performing in the way that she had desired, didn't make her feel safe. However, when I delved into her story with her and we reframed it, and I got her to see that actually, your own language, you told me this, this, this. At what point are you saying he's not making the effort when he's the one coming towards you? He's the one initiating this. So I broke down the story and I got her to see that the problem actually wasn't him. The problem was the way that she was looking at him from the state she was looking at him from. So in that moment, she changed her state. She started laughing at her old story. She started off initially trying to defend her old story. Yeah, but, I always get that. Yeah, but, oh, yeah, he is really good. Yeah, he did treat me really well. But, I always say, get your butts out of the way. but, oh my God, yes. Oh my God, and he did say this. And she started to confirm more and more of my story. Again, why many of you think that I am psychic or whatever, because literally that's what it is. She's just like, yeah, oh my God, how did you know? Yes, he did say this. Actually, he did confirm that. So when she changed her state, she went from disempowered, wanting an apology, wanting him to change. She didn't like this version, to new state, immediate instant change. She's laughing at her old story. She was realizing that actually this poor guy was chasing her the entire time, and it was her inability to accept love because she was occupying the state of, love is conditional and she doesn't deserve love. Everyone that she loves leaves her. So she was operating from that state. She was just looking for that evidence, which meant that it didn't matter. Whatever this guy did was always wrong. It was never going to be good enough, even when he contacted her each and every day and gave her said loving things to her. It wasn't enough to break through that cold exterior, that fear, because she didn't believe she was loved. So she fobbed him off. She ignored what he said. She was like, oh yeah, well, he probably said that to everybody, and yeah, but he didn't respond to my message straight away on this particular day. Yeah, because he was having a bad day. So he delayed for a few hours. But do you see how this works? So instantaneously she shifted. It changed the story. Suddenly her SP looked like a completely different person there and then, in that moment, instant. And this is precisely how it works with all of your desires. When you shift your inner state to one of knowing and having within, then your perception of the world changes in that instant. And what happens is opportunities suddenly arise that you were previously blind to. People respond to you completely differently. Solutions to problems become really obvious. You have thoughts and feelings that you never had before. You're not reacting in the same way. You're no longer desperately looking for your desire out there. So, and that's because you begin to recognize its very presence. You recognize its presence in the components of your current reality. That's why it's instant. I've changed my perception. There it is. Now I recognize that this is working in my favor and it's woven into the fabric of my current reality. Okay, so I don't have that shiny Porsche outside at the moment, but I'm seeing all of the evidence that shows me that I'm definitely in line for that happening. Do you see now? Does that make sense? This is where the true transformative power comes in. And this is why I was so keen to learn these modalities of therapy to use it on my clients, because these methods of either hypnosis, like stepping into it, embodying it, reframing things, changing the pictures and sounds and feelings that construct your subjective reality, and manipulating it in a way that actually makes sense, that actually empowers you rather than puts you in victim mode. This stuff is so powerful. That's why you guys see such incredible change. That's why I say to you, don't need long drawn out processes to make this change. It's an instantaneous internal alchemy. You use the right method, you shift it, there it is. That's why they say, right, it's done, it's instant, it's there. Okay, so we might shift out of it. All right, we gently bring ourselves back in and immediately we're back on it again. That's why you can't say you've ruined anything, because anytime I feel like I've ruined anything, oh no, I'm on the bridge of failure. Hang on, let me shift back onto the bridge of success, and I'm slap bang right there again on the bridge of success. So what's the next step? You transformed internally, okay? Your perception of reality has now shifted. We've established that. And how does this profound inner perceptual change, how does that now connect to the tangible world that is taking place all around you? This is going to bring us to the sort of third part of this miracle of instant manifestation. And that is the immediate formation of your pathway, or in other words, the bridge of incidence. This is like so crucial, right? The divine pathway to the physical expression of your desire forms the very instant that you embody the new state. That's why I said as soon as you change yourself, that bridge is already formed in its entirety, by the way. It's not being built like Lego blocks. I mean, the whole thing is complete. You just change your state. Congratulations. Wow. The whole book has been written to your success. It's already existing because creation is finished, right? The book is finished. But as a human being now, I'm going to go through page by page by page, working my way through mass and matter, because life works in a rhythm. This makes more sense to me for me to get to my end result, you see, but the end is already there. It's already existing. It's already complete within me. So immediately, vibrationally, energetically, I am on that bridge instant. It's not something that happens later. It's an immediate consequence of that inner transformation. I mean, just to kind of prove it even further, because I know that some will try to dismiss that a bridge even exists. But say, for example, a manifestation that we all engage in all the time that we don't think about is dinner. What am I going to have for dinner? Sometimes you'll think about it, you'll picture what you fancy, what you're going to have, right? It doesn't just then instantly materialize in front of my in front of my eyes, although that would be wonderful. There's a process. You're going to plan it, you're going to gather the ingredients, then you're going to go through the art of cooking. What about if you want to bring in a new life into this world? You're not about to go from conception to holding a baby in your arms within 24 hours, regardless of the course that you took or the techniques that you repeated all day long. Even if you've got absolutely no limiting beliefs, you 100% totally believe that it's going to happen. It's not going to go from conception to birth in 24 hours, is it? But this is something that's really important to understand as well, because I think the reason why some people dismiss the very fact that there is any sort of bridge is because they think that dismisses the idea of instant manifestations in the 3D, which we know happens. For example, I can think of someone, this is happening loads now because of the practice I've been doing with thought transmission, but I can think of someone and they could message me straight away. That seems instant, right? But there was still a bridge of incidents that took place. There was still a bridge that took me from A to B, i.e. I thought of my friend, they thought of me. And then they picked up the phone and then they messaged me, right? That's that bridge of events, even though it was very, very quick, right? So this is not to say that a bridge of events equals long time for your desire to manifest. Bridges vary, but we have to understand and respect that there's a divine order, an intelligence that is unfolding all around us. It's masterful, and it's connecting your inner shifts to the outer reflection. I mean, as I said, Neville Goddard, he coined it the bridge of incidence. And if you want to be a success in this, then you have to understand that understanding what the bridge of incidence is, accepting what it is, learning how to work with it as a result, it's a non-negotiable if you want to consciously create your reality with power, precision, speed. Yes, speed, which I know we've been talking about instant manifesting, so it doesn't even make sense to say manifest faster, right? It's now. Now you guys get it, you see, now you get it. But for those of you who are unfamiliar with what the bridge of instance even is, and just to clarify it even further, it's just that it is that sequence of events. The circumstances, the insights that you might get, the thoughts that come to you, the inspirations, the synchronicities. It's all of this stuff that takes you from point A to point B, i.e. the full realization of your desire. It's materialized in physical form, right? So once you've shifted your inner core assumptions about yourself, your reality changes immediately and takes you on that bridge. So even though you might be told that there is no bridge of incidence, and people will suggest that if you're truly powerful and you've got no limiting beliefs, then you're going to bypass any sort of process and it's just going to materialize. I mean, I have to admit, I've yet to meet a person who can do that consistently, instantly manifest by, you know, affirming lows or scripting lows. It's like make it instant every single time, you know, go from conception to birth of a baby instantly or within 24 hours. So we have to understand that there is going to be a bridge, but I'm already on this bridge. Like, we're not waiting for it, right? Remember what manifestation even is. We're not waiting for the outer confirmation. It's having shifted your inner self so profoundly. The outer confirmation just becomes a bonus of what you already know. It becomes the byproduct. It's not the be all and end all. I mean, if we keep looking at manifestation as Amazon Prime, for example, well, I think all of us would be sporting a six-pack and married to our soulmates by Monday. But it doesn't actually work like that. But like I did say, that you are going to have some manifestations that do seem to happen instantly, but they still require a bridge. It still requires someone to move, someone to have a thought, something to happen before, bam, there it is. So do you see? There are always going to be the natural laws that you're working in harmony with. Creation has a rhythm. It's beautiful, it's intelligent, it's a dance, a choreography. And the bridge of incidence is the sign of that greater power, and everything is unfolding for you. The greater power is taking care of it. That's why we don't worry about the when, we don't worry about the how. And we have to understand that in admitting or accepting that there is a bridge of instance, we're not negating our power. We're not saying that it takes longer. We're understanding that there is an elegant mechanics behind how the universe is functioning, within which we're the ones who are wielding this immense power. And if any of you doubt it, because I know I was talking about Neville, and Neville is one of my favorite teachers and what I had put to the test and had experienced the most success with. But if we go deeper than Neville, which I like to do, if I delve into metaphysical wisdom on a deeper scale, I'm going to notice that there's an array of other people from different eras, different cultures, different understandings that essentially say the same thing. You've got Thomas Troward, for example, is a major influence on the New Thought movement, and Neville Goddard himself. His idea of the bridge of instance was called the creative process, or the sequence of cause and effect. Sequence of cause and effect. What about ancient Hermeticism, which I often talk about? You've got the principle of cause and then its effect. You've got the principle of rhythm. You've got the principle of correspondence, that as within, so then without, right? Again, alluding to this process, this chain of events. We've got Florence Scovel-Shinn as well, who very brilliantly termed it unexpected channels, also calling it divine selection, which highlights the surprising yet perfect, because it's always perfect, guys, surprising but perfect ways in which Everything is working out for us in which your manifestation is being realized right now as I speak. Imagine that right now as I'm speaking to you, you guys are on a bridge. Congratulations, we're on the bridge. How you choose to look at it all will determine where that bridge is taking you. But we're all on a bridge right now. We're all manifesting right now, currently, from our state. What state are you occupying? There's also Joe Dispenza too. He talks about synchronicities emerging from the field. So when our inner coherence signals a new reality to the quantum world, we're going to see these synchronicities start to unfold. You've got Vedic Hindu philosophy as well. Philosophies around karma, which is not what a lot of people think karma is, but karma, Rita, which is the cosmic order. Sufism as well talks about takdir, the divine unfolding, essentially, or tawakkul, which is to trust in God's plan, right? So do you guys now see this undeniable pattern that is unfolding here? You've got all these diverse sources. You've got these brilliant minds from different eras, different cultures. They're all pointing to the same thing, core truth about reality and how everything is an ordered process. Nothing is accidental. Nothing is coincidence. Nothing is random. Everything is like just divinely orchestrated. And it's that divine orchestration that starts immediately the moment you decide, this is who I am. The moment you change your state, there it is. Divine orchestration is already set into motion. So to be crystal clear here, the formation of your bridge, this energetic blueprint, is absolutely, undeniably, unequivocally, I can't even say the words. Why do these words come to my mind? Because my mouth can't even keep up with them. Unequivocally instant. It's instant. That's what I'm just going to tell you. It is instant. So when you genuinely embody that state of your wish having been fulfilled and you perceive life now through that lens, then everything around you, the universe all around you, is starting to orchestrate everything and move everything for you so that you may start to see more and realize more of this unfolding. But you might notice it straight away. And I'm always doing this. I'm always testing this out with my friends, my family. You know, do it yourself as well. Test it. Test how you can move people, how you can manifest things instantly all the time. And I sit there, say if I'm talking to someone who is a bit disagreeable or critical, that family member that's always giving you a hard time and criticizing you, I'll sit there. I realize that I might be in victim mode. I'll be seeing them and perceiving them a certain way. So I'll change my state. I'll take what they've said differently. I won't take it as an offense. I'll see it as, oh, she's saying that because she cares about me. And actually, maybe she didn't mean it as harshly as this. I'll change the story in my mind. I kid you not. This happened recently as well with my family member. She changed, it's like she softened her approach towards me because I'm emanating a different energy here, because I'm perceiving her differently. And she can't help. She does not understand. She does not know that she has to reflect that. She has to reflect my beliefs, my new assumption, my new state, my new identity. And everything that happens in your bridge, by the way, as you know, a lot of it is going to feel quite natural, but everything is really aligned. Some of you are going to be on bridges that seem absolutely miraculous. Some of you are going to be on bridges that are very bumpy. But you see, it doesn't matter because your identity determines how you take it and if you see it through. So if you've made it this far, you are certainly destined for success. And you definitely belong in this community, this wonderful family that I've created. I want to invite you guys to share your success stories as well. Many of you are not sharing them because you're not realizing that you're a success, because you're not recognizing your bridge of events. The amount of clients that I've spoken to, that I'm like, why did you not share that incredible success? I mean, I don't care if you're a client of mine or not. Every single one of you gets a voice here. So if it was before you knew about the law, after, maybe it's a success story of a friend of yours. You know it's a manifestation success. Maybe they haven't realized it, but share it because they're really inspiring. And I'm going to try and make more videos, share more of your successes as well so you guys can see this pattern, understanding more about instant manifestation. And you see why, when you adopt this mindset, everything I've thrown at you today, do you see how it can really give you a sense of peace. Like when I look at my world around me, I feel like everything is truly working in my favor, especially in relation to a specific desire that I have set, an intention that I've set. When I do that and I quite naturally see everything's working out, I don't know about you guys, but I feel so much more at peace, so much more calm, so much more I can let go as a byproduct of that identity. It's so important that you get this, you know. So if you need further support, guys, we've got our Discord community. The top tier of our Discord community is only $100 a month, and you get 12 live sessions a month, 12 live sessions where we share, you know, we do hypnosis exercises together. In my one, Joseph also holds his one. We've got a joint Q&A one, but literally your questions get answered. We deep dive into things. You guys don't have to do this alone, but everything that I give you is free here on this channel. There's no paywall. Enjoy it. I want you all to succeed, so I'm giving you everything here that you need. Use it, guys. Let me hear your successes. Share in the comments as well. What have you been up to? Love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.